Ssslc വഴി ഇനി തനിയെ തുറക്കാം. Subscribe to the Enclaps channel. Ring the bell button and open success. It's that easy.
Welcome all to the wonders of living world. In the last class, we had learned about the important parts of brain and its function. Today, we'll be discussing about another important part of the central nervous system, that is the spinal cord. Below cerebrum, we have cerebellum, close to which we have a rod-shaped structure which we had discussed in our last class, the part involved in controlling the involuntary action. Yes, medulla oblongata. Continuation of medulla oblongata is the spinal cord. Now in the coming video, we will be focusing on three important things. 1. How spinal cord is protected. 2. What are the peculiarities. 3. What are the important functions of spinal cord. This video will give us a clear idea of the above. How is the spinal cord protected? Spinal cord is protected inside the vertebral column. Like the brain, the spinal cord is also covered by meninges. Central canal seen in the center of the spinal cord is also filled with cerebrospinal fluid. In the spinal cord, the white matter is outside and the grey matter is inside. Now, what are the peculiarities of a spinal cord? There are 31 pairs of spinal nerves arising from the spinal cord. A dorsal root and a ventral root join to form a spinal nerve. Sensory impulses reach the spinal cord through the dorsal root. Motor impulse goes out of the spinal cord to the ventral root. What are the functions of spinal cord? Impulses from different parts of the body are transmitted to and fro from the brain through the spinal cord. Also coordinates the repeated movements during walking, running, etc. So now we understood that walking and running are responses which are voluntary. Are all responses voluntary? Let's check. Oh, look at the girl. She blinks her eyes as the fly approaches her. Have you seen this? The accidental and involuntary responses towards stimuli are called reflex actions. They do not happen consciously. How does reflex action happen in our body? Receptor generates impulses. Sensory neuron carries impulses to the spinal cord. Interneuron, the neuron that connects the sensory neuron and the motor neuron, generates quick responses according to the sensory impulses. Motor neuron carries the information from the spinal cord to the related muscles. Related muscles withdraws the hand by the action of the muscles. Now I think it is easy to complete the flowchart based on the reflex action. Stimulus, receptor, sensory neuron, interneuron, motor neuron, related muscle. So far, we have understood that reflex actions don't happen consciously. Then who controls it? The pathway of impulses in the reflex action is called reflex arc. Mainly, spinal cord acts as a center of reflex action and such reflexes are called spinal reflexes. Now let's see another instance. Ouch! The boy is pricked by a thorn. This is also a reflex action. Reflexes under the control of cerebrum are called as cerebral reflexes. Is it advisable to lift a person quickly by holding their arms or legs in an accidental scene? There are chances that the spinal cord get injured. So how should we attend the injured person? Holding the legs and hands is the wrong way. Holding the body completely is the right way. The peculiarity of reflex action is that it is the response happening during emergency situations. It helps us to survive by avoiding accidents or reducing the intensity of its impact. Hence, reflex action prepares the body to fight or fright in an emergency situation. Fright is an emotion that evokes in such situation. Let's observe a video. What are the changes happened when we get frightened? Heartbeat increases, breathing increases, pupil dilates. Suddenly she realized it is not a snake. Within minutes, his heartbeat and breathing comes to normal. There are many examples like this. What actually controls the body activity when it comes back to normal stage? Do you have any anxiety to know further about it? Let's discuss it in our next class. Until then, bye.
3 ലക്ഷത്തിലേറെ വരുന്ന ചോദ്യോത്തരങ്ങൾ ഏറ്റവും കുറഞ്ഞ ചിലവിൽ സ്വന്തമാക്കുവാൻ ഉടൻ തന്നെ ഡൗൺലോഡ് ചെയ്യൂ Enclaps, the learning app.